Rocks here. Welcome to Market Monday. A lot of people lost a lot of value on their teams today for good reason, right? That reason is Mr. Captain Andrew Luck came out. It's one of those moments in MUT history that we're all like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, right? It used to be cards like Michael Vick would get this, or Randy Moss weekend, something like that that would absolutely dramatically lower the market because people are selling off their squads for the powerful new card, right? Back when Vick was a big difference maker. Now, I don't feel like Luck, like differences are made as much with the stats as they are so much with names, right? That's why he got another one, abilities, right? So he's 1.33 million coins. A lot of people are selling off to try and pull packs, selling off to try and afford him for their squad. Big Colts fans out there, big meme fans out there, and it has lowered the market. And you know what? It is what it is, right? There's not a whole lot. I was not able to pull him out of packs, so I was big Sag, and congrats if you did. Somebody said they pulled him out of pulled him twice. I saw on my timeline they tweeted at me. So congrats to that person. That's a lot of coins. Anyways, I hope we get limiteds going forward in AK. I don't know. The more cards, the merrier. I know people don't like limiteds because they're expensive, but I just any more cards is nice, especially top end cards that can flesh out. So not all theme teams are just the Steelers or Chiefs or Seahawks or stuff like that, because we've been blessed pretty well. And I will admit, even though we've gotten a lot of our cards at similar positions like running back and quarterback, I've loved it. I've loved it. So like best year for the Steelers theme team in like 3 or 4 years, probably closer to 4 actually, since 19. Anyways, this is Market Monday. Let's talk about the market. Unlike what I usually like to talk about is the annexation of Puerto Rico and why it hasn't found a place in the NFL quite yet, but it really should. This 53-part series shall start with our sponsor for today, Rock Bottom Coins. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. So a lot of people are very concerned about this Andrew Luck cost. Just talk about investments and stuff. I would not recommend investing in an LTD. Like a lot of people like to invest in LTDs and hope they go up as they're out of packs. I would not invest in LTD at 1.3 million coins, especially quarterbacks. I know like quarterbacks, running backs are some of my least favorite investments in the world because it's only one position, and EA likes to bring out new ones every week because they're traditionally the biggest superstars in NFL history have always been quarterbacks, running backs when it's more of a running game. So EA, there's a lot of famous quarterbacks, a lot of famous running backs. So that's why they rarely hold value long term. Bo Jackson for like 2 or 3 weeks here has been like the meta, and people got sick of him, right? People always want more running backs, so that's something that we'll see going forward. We've got a bunch of running backs last week. Bo Jackson's probably still the best value for running back. So MUT Leaks right here tweeted out this Taylor Lawrence on top of a champion pack. We do have Gridiron Guardians right here, content schedule, at least 2. I would assume there's only 2 releases of it, but there could be a 3rd one, so maybe T-Law comes in the 3rd one. I don't know. But Diamonds does not look like this week. It's just like a standard week of releases. Our weekly programs are Team of the Week Wednesday. Let's get talking about what's on the way, right? Like the big, I guess, flexation spot that we want to look at, just like the bulge in my pants, it is on the 86 number, right? Because 88's Team of the Weeks took 85. So we expect those to go up to 86s. So we're going to get 86 Team of the Weeks on Wednesday, right? This is Monday, no longer Team of the Week on Tuesdays. Wednesday, also with Gridiron Guardians, if we look through that program, once we clear this filter, their big set, right, for the big cards, Isaiah Simmons specifically, takes 86s also. Now, Isaiah Simmons was by far the best 89 that we've gotten, or best, I'd say this is probably, Isaiah Simmons is by far the best champion we've gotten the entire year, I feel like, in programs, okay? So Isaiah Simmons stayed very high initially, right? So with that said, do I expect another card as powerful as Isaiah Simmons? I don't. I would really like it, okay? So like currently with 86s where they're at about 100K if we go unfiltered. Unfiltered you can go down a little bit more, but I'm just going to say 100K once we look through this filter. And you can find them cheaper, right? If you can find them 90K, that's great for you. But at 100K, that means that sets 500K. Now, there might be some profit there because, like I said, Isaiah Simmons was like 800K right off the bat. But that was also without the crazy pack odds that we have. I mean, it was with the pack odds we have. but not where the market where it was at, because the market where it was at then was still coming off, and it was just transitioning over to a lower market with higher pack odds. Like, right, the market right now that you see behind your face right now, not this face, it was my face. Behind my face right now is not the market we dealt with last Thursday. So cards were higher priced last Thursday, and the Andrew Luck, like I said, has brought the entire market down. If you want to look at what's happened over the last, 24 hours or so, I could just go like this right here. Wait, this doesn't work. I didn't do it on this computer. Anyways, the market's down like 10 to 20%. Okay, it's down to where its current pack odds have it being. So it took a big shock to the market, but almost everything's down there with like 89s being the current best ratio. So with that said, do I expect another crazy champion? We'll find out, obviously, Thursday. They might tease a good one Thursday or Wednesday night into Thursday morning when we see the GMM. But investing at 100K feels like you're investing at break-even points. But like, again, investing in snipings is a different thing altogether. But there is always a decent chance, if there is a good card, for you to basically get in and get out right away. Okay? Basically get in, do the set, and then sell it at 700K immediately. The problem is, like we always say, don't try and catch a falling knife, because a lot of people have that same idea. So while the sets can be profitable right away with 86s at 100K or slightly under that once you buy them, there's a lot of Najis up here for 300K. So doing a 500K set to get 300K back isn't a great idea. It's not like last year we get the cards back B and D. Because of the changeover to 8, like the biggest change in MUT outside of the catalog was these sets that, I don't know, I think, it's controversial, I'd say. A lot of people don't like the change this year's the use any card in the set because we don't get them back anymore. So it was a great way of building NMS squads in the past, which was using those low B and Ds, but you can't do that. So that's kind of gone. The way of the dodo and disco. Thank God. Hopefully disco never comes. I'd rather have the dodo back than disco. And so watch out. Watch out. But there is that potential, okay? We've talked about Team Diamonds a little bit on their way. They're not this week, it looks like. Maybe into next week. And that's kind of what I wanted to say about investments, as far as take a look at 86s for it. But again, if it's a bunch of Najis or Osa right here, it's not going to go so well for the investments. And that's kind of what we're looking at. But other than that, Team of the Week, take a look. Like, obviously, sets always have potential to be profitable. Team builders, we talked about them with Team Diamonds. Maybe I'll do a specific Team Diamond breakdown video next week. Maybe when they go ahead and show us what's going on with Team Diamonds. But yeah, going through the classic Vic crash of Andrew Luck release was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see that the market still's got that juice to crash, even with all of our rerolls. Well, rerolls are now bad, so they're no longer really a hold of the market. It's kind of, I feel like the thing that's holding up the market is it just like, when you look at the actual ratios, they're all right there around low 50s is kind of what's holding it up. It almost feels like the mystery pack is doing the holding up right now, because the return ratio on the store packs, as far as trading, these have been awful. So mystery pack, like we said, you can open it if you want, but it's probably better off just to open it right overall near the overall changes, and then get those cards at that point. But now that EA, I don't know, is EA caught on to that? Are they going to get rid of that? Are they going to get rid of that potential? We'll see next time. That's my thought, was that EA screwed up and they were going to fix it, but they did not fix it for part 2. So part 3 might be the same thing. Yeah, that's kind of what I want to talk about Market Monday. That's it, right? 86s at the big flux point. Team Diamonds, I would not go ahead and quick sell too many cards that low golds or golds that you probably want to hang on to those. And Team Builders, but that's really it. Just play the content as it comes out. Win your Super Bowls. Like, I made 500,000 coins from winning a Super Bowl today, and I made another 500K from winning it one last week. So just go out, just don't suck at the game. It sucks that the market is a little bit worse with these rerolls. I did an entire video about my frustration around rerolls this year, because of how boring they've made it. But that's all I got to say about that. That's it for Market Monday. Sorry for rambling. Bye.